Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm recovered. I go by Scott on the evenings, and I'm joined today by my good friend and celebrity hidden backyard chef, Thomas. Thomas, how you doing today?
Weather Watch Backyard Chef. Who knows? I'm here. Happy Thursday, Monday evening, morning. I don't know.
All the days run together sometimes.
Oh my goodness. It is. So Scott said he wouldn't out me. I'm going to out myself. We're late because of me. 100% because of me.
But you look well rested. I mean, there's a light in your eyes. It looks like you've got a little bit of beauty rest.
I'm still getting text. So we're late. So for those that have followed the show, yes, perfect. Where to go? I just saw it. Bam. Mom of 3 was Thomas Knapp. Yes, I was this week and last week, actually.
He slept through the open. It was
yes. So with my career change, my schedule is not so regimented as much anymore. It's here and there and whatnot. And apparently, I told Scott a few minutes ago when I called him, Thursdays are our nap time afternoon Thursdays because I'm doing stuff. I'm here, there, moving around, and I say, okay, I have the podcast tonight. I need to take a nap. So I lay down, and then I ask my wife, or I set an alarm and say, get me up at 30 minutes till. And it hasn't happened quite yet in the last 2 weeks. It's woken me up about 30 seconds till. So tonight was a funny one because she came in to wake me up, and hey, you gotta get up, you gotta get, and she's poking and prodding, and so I got upset and I said, stop it! I don't need to be up. I don't have to get the cars until 8, because today and tomorrow I have to take each one of our cars in to get detailed at 8, and she's like shaking her like come on, what are you? And so she went, podcast. And I went, I'm late. I'm very, very late for a very important date.
Yeah. And I texted, he ignores me, ghosted me. I called, didn't answer.
So I call Scott right away as I'm wiping the sleep out of my eyes to jump up, and I'm like, hey, I need 2 minutes to get upstairs. I overslept in my nap. And then my wife walks in the room and goes, your people are now calling me. What do I do? So shout out to Amber, who has called me and is calling my wife and trying to get everything moving.
Tell you, we've got connections. If we need to get a hold of you, we can.
I am a slacker, but
yeah, it's good. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're rested. So
I am too. I hope I can wake up halfway through the show. I'm so excited. This is such an important week. As Tales from Principal Office Roy, our favorite neighbor, says, welcome to the Thomas Weather Watch justification. Yes, I am justifying my my tardiness. Yep. Amber was laughing.
A couple people were laughing.
Your people, yes. It was such good fun. You know what the Saturday is?
Well, for me, I'm working. But what do you have?
Skywarn. National Weather Service Skywarn School.
Oh, that's where
here in my town.
So you're going. What you're presenting? Is that what you're presenting at Skywarn?
If Mrs. Weather Watch wakes me up in time, I will be there.
All right. Yeah. We'll get I'll plug her into the phone. I'll give her a little warning call ahead of time. I'll make sure you don't miss your appointment. Skywarn, that's where people around the country can learn how to be weather spotters. Is that right?
Correct. Exactly. That the terminology used is perfect. So the National Weather Service comes in free of charge. They put on the class. It's from 9 to noon, and it's all about weather spotting and the education around it and how to do so and how to be responsible about it. You can get your certification and be involved for it. It is not weather chasing, anything like that. It's weather spotting, which is much more valuable and realistic and attainable for the average Joe, if you wish. But it's awesome because some of the National Weather Service greats from the National Weather Service in Norman, which I'm a little biased, they're some of the most busiest and the most amazing out of Oklahoma because of Tornado Alley, and they have to put everything out. They're going to be here in my town putting this show on, which I am super pumped. I've signed up for this class 3 different times. 2 times they shut down to COVID, obviously years ago. Another time, I don't remember if it was weather. Ironically, I think that canceled it.
That's terrible. They should have seen that one coming at least.
Or something else. But so I've been to one 5 years ago. So to go to one again yet and up my certificates and just be a part of it, I'm super excited. So I cannot wait for Saturday morning.
It's remarkable how much the current weather system we have still depends on eyes on the ground who can literally, take measurements, make observations, and report. Technology is able to do a ton of stuff, but we still, it's irreplaceable. That last component hasn't been able to be replaced yet.
100%. And that's what they call ground truth is what they call it. So, radar, I've got, 18 different filters to show and whatnot, but they rely on eyes on the ground because it can only do so much. And I think it's so cool. And I really want to be a spotter in my local town. They've got a great network, a great Skywar 9 team here. They've been here for a long, long time. So I think a little bit of new blood being involved and an extra set of eyes would just be great. But I want to get all my training, all my education, all that, and then I got to get.
I'll call you.
Get the ham radio.
What time should I call you to make sure you're not late? You don't miss. Yeah, you need to get your ham radio. That's multiple guest test, and you're there. So
that's from last week's oversleep. It's empty.
Tell you what, while you're getting the last few yawns out and rubbing the sleep out of your eyes, we have a couple things to do. First, one thing we do at the beginning of the podcast at the first of every month, which this is the first podcast of February, is we have 10 memberships to give away. And so I am prepared to gift 5 right now. So before I do that, make sure you've got the gift setting turned on. If you don't know what that is, then I'll have one of the mods type exclamation point gifts in chat, and there's a link that will take you to a page. You need to make sure the button is slid over towards the right. I think that means blue is showing, right? I think that's what it is. But
probably. I'm avoiding mod chat for the moment, just for the record.
Oh, they're trolling you a little bit.
I know. I can imagine.
But once that gift setting is turned on, it doesn't mean you'll necessarily win a gift, but it does mean that YouTube will put you in the eligible pool, or at least claims to consider you as an option as a recipient. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and give away the first 5 right now. And they're going out the door. I have to look over here to see them. Oh, there's 5. Let's see. Camper for Life 22. Congratulations, Patricia Cisco. Congratulations, May, Key-In, and Jen. That was 5. So let's do it again, because there's more of y'all to receive. So here comes the last 5.
This is so fun. That's so cool that YouTube makes this a thing.
There we go. Boom. And I see Camper for Life again, but that was a comment. Let's see. Rendazzle, Cindy Roberts, Aurora Denisa. My mama, sorry, and Miss Parker. There they are. We gotcha. Thank you. Congratulations to the 10 winners. You are now out of slow mode purgatory. And if it does get busy in chat, you can come in and speak to your heart's content as long as you follow the rules. And you will not be limited by slow mode, which is one of the perks of membership. And help yourself to the emojis. So there we go. We actually, beyond that's a fun time to give those away every month, and I'm glad that YouTube lets me do that. But beyond that, we also have some crazy stories and some fun lined up, because I know Thomas made a commitment last week that I can't wait to see him fulfill.
What a way to wake up. at least I got a fresh palate. So I get to yeah, dang it. I hate fulfilling promise. We'll go through a few of the stories. But part of that was
I have to say,
the green, you can't see because the package is green, but sour punch pickle roulette. So from my understanding, I'm looking at, there's a wheel on the package over here. It's apple, pickle, lemonade, watermelon pickle. So apparently, I don't know what flavors. When I pull one out, it might be watermelon. When I pull one out, it might be pickle. This didn't get sent to me. Actually, I could throw Amber under the bus, who's trying to throw me under the bus for being so late. I bought these in order of myself. She sent me the advertisement for these. So, but and then
I have a
put it on the
confession.
Facebook page. Oh no,
I have a confession. I went and checked the post office box, and somebody sent me these sour punch bites pickle roulette as well.
So I got the 3-pack that came with
same,
the punch bites.
If we look at it like this, both our bags are clear.
So I got the straws and the punch bites. So we can do them together. We can go one after the other.
Or you could go first, and then I could determine if I wanted to go at all.
That's fair.
I'm up for it. None of these flavors are terrible. I mean, sour pickle, maybe.
Sour pickle and the gummy is going to be terrible. After I eat a watermelon one, that's going to be.
Oh, you don't want to mix any of these. Even like lemonade and apple, I wouldn't mix. But we'll set these aside, and if we forget about them, then oh well.
Whoops.
It's gonna be fun. Well, we have that to look forward to.
We do.
I've got a bottle of water ready just in case.
Hey.
Well prepared.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Oh man. Speaking of naps, if I could just transition.
The most one ever. The seal in the hotel is perfect. Just get it.
Sometimes you find people sleeping at the strangest times and in the strangest places, and it's also true with Mother Nature. We have a story out of let's see here. I've got some weird ad on my screen now. I don't want that one. There we go. All right, this one is out of the Netherlands. Mm-hmm. An animal rescue group called to a hotel because there was a seal pup that was napping on the hotel room floor comfortably. Slept through. People walking in, they're like, "Oh, we've got a seal in our room." I guess we call the front desk. They probably know what to do in this situation. They did. They called the animal rescue group, and they came and they woke up the seal. Apparently, Thomas, I'm not sure if this is the same with you. Apparently, seals are grouchy right when they're woken up. Is that like a universal truth? Nobody likes to be awakened from a nice little nap. You since it happened to you probably most recently than anyone else on the earth, you're the best person to consult with on that topic.
I owe Mrs. Weatherwatch an apology. 100%. Okay. 100%. I was not kind in my uprising of said nap. But who calls it a seal pup? If I walked in and went, and it's from what I understand, it's a seaside hotel, I'd be like, "Oh, the perks of our seaside hotel. We got a seal pup.
Like we get room service and wildlife."
I would call for some food to feed said sleeping seal. I would not
sardines
call to remove the seal. Yeah, I'd be. Oh, how do we get them comfy? Like, what do we do? Get them some water. I would not call to have removed. There
should be Instagram pictures all over the internet of check out this most amazing stay I had in Netherlands.
100%, 100%. I think that's awesome. I would definitely not call to have it removed. I would be keeping them for the whole weekend as long as I could.
I will say it doesn't make sense because seals having no real arms or legs, they've got little tiny flippers. They are scary. They for being what is like the mammal version of an overgrown grub. They're extremely their appendages are limited. They can't really grab you, right? They can't run very fast. They just flop around. But it's the lion part. The mouth, the teeth.
Because they have teeth. It's so they do maneuver like a grub, and they're an overgrown grub. I get the reference. That's sad.
It's accurate.
It is. It's like a 20-time overgrown grub, but they're cute. They got whiskers. They're not harmful. They're so awesome. They just follow fishing boats and get all their scud that they chuck off and hang out and occasionally catch a nap in a hotel room.
They'll jump on boats too if like the sharks are trying to eat them.
Yeah.
And then
100%.
they're
There's
like
some
stuck
good videos
between
about that.
they're stuck between the people who are like, hey, don't eat my fish, and then also don't eat me, but don't get off the boat either because the shark's going to get you. And
Yeah, at least we know where you stand. You like right in the nose, like, you get off my boat, you overgrown. Like,
here, take the bait, take the bait. Just stay away from the cockpit, the cabin. Man, I don't know. I probably would call for backup. I'm scared of seals.
Roy says, reminds me of the dude with no legs and arms. His name was Bob.
Yeah,
because he could just
Bob. Yeah, seals will get you. New fear unlocked in a hotel. I'm going to check for seals under the bed at all seaside resorts.
Oh, you bring them in. They're the best. That's the best segue ever. I'm glad I could sleep in for you to make that segue.
I appreciate you making that possible.
Yeah.
I don't know how we were going to get to that story without you doing that.
Nailed it.
Yep. Let's see. There was another one that I always like that you pulled. Well, I like all these. You put all this whole thing together, so thank you for the rundown. I appreciate that. I used to run around Saturday mornings and run to garage sales and thrift shops.
It's big in our town. Big,
oh, man.
big.
I was even the one who wanted to be there first. I mean, it's like nobody wants the early birds, before we're ready. But trust me, being there the early bird, you get the best deals, and it's worth the harassment you take from the neighbors when you show up an hour before their garage sale opens. But
I'm the harassing neighbor that's chasing people out of the neighborhood.
we're far enough apart that we don't ever interact on our Saturdays. The fun thing was the idea is you might show up and find a real steal, a real bargain, something
Gold.
that, it's like you're getting rid of that. That's the one thing I've been looking for, and I've done it. I got a what do they call it? Something I could get it like a buddy portable heater, like those little propane portable heaters.
Okay.
You guys in the South, you don't. Sometimes it gets cold in other parts of the country, and when it does,
no. I have a full-on propane heater for our garage, so it gets cold here. I know.
It's I forget what the name of it. It's something buddy portable heater. I found one of those, and it's the big one that has like the double burners and the fan and everything.
Buddy heater.
It's just don't type in something, just type in buddy heater.
Mr. Heater?
Mr. Heater buddy. That's the one. The Mr. Heater one.
Okay. Oh, and here's a 2-pack.
Yeah, it's like that. I found the one that takes 2 canisters, has like the double barrel. So you can put 2 1-pound canisters, or you can attach it to the big 20-pound canister.
Yeah.
The guy was getting rid of that, and it's the middle of summer, right? And that's the best time to buy a heater.
Peanuts.
Yeah. $10. They're like $160 now.
I was said they're like almost $200 for.
And it was in the box. And so that's what I'm looking for when I go around to garage sales. But when it comes to things that are like a real value, like there could be like China set out there from the Ming Dynasty, and I'd be like, next, I would have no idea that there's all that value there. Our next story is about a piece of art that was purchased. Was it a garage sale? It was purchased. It was purchased for $50. And I'm sorry,
in
$50
Minnesota
is above anything I spend at a garage sale. Okay.
Yeah, that's expensive.
I'm going to go there with a 20, and I expect change no matter what I'm buying. Okay, that's my garage sale philosophy.
I agree. If I'm giving a neighbor 50, or not a neighbor, but anyone at a garage sale $50, it's because I have a lot of stuff in my cart.
There better be some like bullion involved.
Yeah, or it's like an amazing pew. That is about $50. Like it's $50. That's a big score. But apparently, this person in Minnesota really wanted this piece of art, and the person selling it said, "Yeah, $50. I don't care."
This painting, and it's got a weird story, because when you read it, there's a backstory on this painting. Somebody before thought it was valuable, and they had it sort of checked, and they said, "Nah, it's not. It's not." And so that it then entered into the garage sale world, was like, oh, it's a cool painting, but it's not really valuable. Well, it turns out the second time it was sold, this is the garage sale for $50. It was authenticated again. It was sold to a group, and they investigated, and they said, this actually is a Van Gogh.
A Van Gogh.
$15 million Van Gogh. And I'm not sure what the markup is. 50% to 15 million. Somebody made a killing on that purchase. He's like, how much for the painting? 50?
Killing.
Count me in. Keep the change. Keep the change.
Bucks.
Yeah.
And it's from a group out of New York. They had it sent off and they went for that. That's, you know what blows my mind? So there's, I'm sure many have seen it. There's a YouTube channel that goes over like vintage coins or just specialty coins, even like a 2025 misprint coin. Look out for that. Like he shows you what to look after, right? But think about that between like art, coins, furniture, whatever else. That I guarantee the amount of people that watch your show have something worth a ton of money that they don't know.
Somebody out there has
yes.
some original invention sitting in their garage gathering dust that was the prototype for something that's maybe obscure and maybe very well known, but is worth a fortune. And it's like the Antiques Roadshow, right? You seem like, hey, I dusted this off. We've used it as a doorstop for the last 20 years. And I was going to throw it away, but my husband made me drag it down here. And now I'm embarrassed to even show it to you. Now it's $2 million. Excuse me? It's $2 million.
100%. Absolutely.
That's the world's largest specimen of the rock you have right there. Everything else is normally pebble size. No, it's fun to think that it could happen. And
my wife is that person. We keep and hoard everything. There's something of value around here.
Somewhere.
Something other than me.
If you can find it.
Value.
If you can find it.
I'm just a sleeping lump of coal, but something else is. All right. I'm getting called out in chat by the person that helped wake me up. So I got to give her
all the clear parts on the package are green for those of you who don't.
Yes.
Yeah, the green screen does it.
Can I?
No, it's the camera.
Still didn't. Okay. So
I have to go from my back camera just to show it. But
okay, there it is. Yeah, we have identical packages.
Yours is going to be open.
No, no. You just tear from the top. Just tear from the top.
It's first one that comes out. First one comes out. I'm not going to take a look. I don't want to see what color they are. I'll blindly eat it.
They're all green. We can't do first one that comes out because mine's on the floor. But they're all green.
They look terrible.
They look awful.
Green screen. They look like wheat thins. Is how they show up.
They're apple, pickle, watermelon. So you don't know. You just take a bite of one and
they're all the same color.
They're all the same colors. That way you don't know. It's literally pickle roulette. It's either cherry, watermelon, or you're going to get like a pickle gummy bite. So, as I said, we can't do the first one because mine fell on the floor.
Okay.
And although the 5-second rule is in play, I sit on a stool. I can't bend down. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I just got one.
Okay. I'm grabbing one right now.
They're all the same. So, could be good. Ready? Up she goes.
Apple.
I got pickle.
Yes. I got apple.
Awful.
Here, have some water. I'll pass it to you.
First one was a pickle.
The apple's not bad. It's a tart apple, so it's like a green apple. Not like it's not like a red delicious or like a honey crisp, but it's not bad at all.
I'm so happy for you.
Let's do this some more. After each story,
the sugar coating,
it wears off before the flavor hits.
Oh, off I went. Oh, that's great. And then, boom, the actual flavor of whatever's supposed to be in it. I can't believe I got apple right out the gate. That's not the way this goes ever. All right, one
I hope mine's all apple. You're doing another now?
Yeah.
You're a masochist.
I'm not settling with pickle.
Okay. I got another apple.
I got pickle.
Mine's good. What's wrong, Thomas? What's wrong? Finger looking. You're muted. Are you saying
on purpose?
Okay. Reminds me of apple pie. Hey, Amber. Amber, can you hear us?
I knew that was her. When I heard the ringtone, I went, "That's Amber."
That's all right. Amber just called in on the phone and just patched her in.
Thomas.
Yeah, go ahead.
I can hear you. Can Amber hear me?
Can you hear Thomas?
I don't think she can hear me.
I can.
Oh, cool. Good. Great.
Hey, Thomas.
Hi, Amber.
How do you like me now?
You could have been sleeping, Thomas, but because of she hung up. She's done. because of Amber, you're here eating sour pickle candies.
Yeah, she called my wife to make sure I was up and at 'em because I was late, and she's the reason that I bought these pickles. And now I'm 2 for 2 on pickles. I don't know whether to keep going.
What are the odds you'd get 3 in a row though?
Because you said it, 3 for 3, 100%. 3 for 3.
Let's pick up another story and just give it a minute to rest our palates so we get a fresh. I mean, I wouldn't want to mix, like say, if I were to get a watermelon next, I wouldn't want to mix that with the apple. I
feel like I'm going to open a new. I'm going to throw away that bag. That bag is all pickles.
Better luck next time.
Because I got a 3-pack.
I think getting 3 sour pickles in a row would be a world record.
Man, I'd take it. I don't want it to happen, but I'd take it.
It's worth it. Speaking of world records, we have another story of a new world record. This is in a Georgia city.
I love this one. Doing piano lessons. I love this one.
I just want to hear this record being set. Like for like 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Okay. Not for like all afternoon or for weeks on end, but
4:30 a.m.
No, it's going to be daylight hours only. A Georgia city announced it's seeking at least 5,191 musicians.
No, that's not what it says.
I'm pretty sure I'm reading it accurately. To attend its annual festival and break a Guinness World Record. It's going to be beautiful. It's like a concert. You go and hear good music. It looks like all the musicians will just be playing a single type of instrument, which you can get at the dollar store. It's called a kazoo.
Oh, wrong one.
5,191 kazoos to play simultaneously and set the world record.
Terrifying if you're in the vicinity.
When I was a kid and we were too poor to buy the kazoo, you can take like wax paper and put it over a comb and blow on it, and it has the same effect. It goes, it buzzes.
Yeah, 100%. Yep.
It's a kazoo sound, and I think it even has a more refined, dignified sound because you're not going. It's more like it looks more like a harmonica instead of a clown horn.
Well, and the chat can't see, but if you go off the picture in the article, it's like a golden braised kazoo.
Oh, yeah.
Like so elegant. It reminds me of like a tobacco pipe from the 1980s.
It's like a Stradivarius kazoo.
So,
I mean,
it's
it's the grand piano of all kazoos.
100%. That's exactly what
it's still plastic. It weighs about as much as a pencil. But
totally 5,000 kazoos. I mean, I don't know.
London had the previous record, and they had 5,190. That record has stood since 2011.
Wow! So they're going for one extra.
One more.
It's good. March 28th will be led by a kazoo expert, which they put in quotes.
Kazoo expert
Rick Hubbard.
My 3rd grader was a kazoo expert. Who certifies? Well, I know they're going to have somebody count, but who certifies the kazoo expert? What sort of credentials is this? This is not like Juilliard's School of Kazoos.
There could be one. We don't know.
Do we okay. Well, now that we've thoroughly trashed this instrument, do we have a kazoo player in chat? Tell us on the burner phone.
I was so bad at piano. I'm probably about to quit my lessons and pick up the kazoo.
Really?
No, I'm going to keep going.
Keep
Well, that's a two-part answer. Yes, I am really that bad, but no, I'm not going to quit. I'm going to keep trying. That's what I'm learning the song out of Process of Elimination. Came through to Perfect by what's his name? Ed Sheeran. That's the song I'm learning to play via piano.
Okay, I was expecting something along Mary Had a Little Lamb. That's actually much better than Mary Had a Little Lamb.
I should have gone with Mary Had a Little Lamb, but no.
Start small. Take baby steps.
Yes, very baby.
Now that's a cool song.
It's a great song. Piano wise, it's really cool. When my instructor plays it, it's beautiful. I am hating the song because the way I play it now sounds atrocious.
Is it not recognizable yet, or
the first few chords I hit it and I go, oh, that's the song. Oh, I get all excited, and then I suck. It's just down from there. So parts of it, yes, I go, oh, sweet, but then I like panic and then it's just down the toilet. But we fixed part of it. I had a keyboard here to practice on that was broken. It was electronic keyboard, and the electronic brain, they said, was blown out. It was broken. Because I told my instructor, I said, hey, I'm really not I hate practice, because when I'm with you in a lesson playing the piano and when I hit a few of the notes, I hear the song. I go, oh, I just did that. And that's what it's supposed to sound like. Like, it's encouraging. It's cool. I go home in the same rhythm. I hit the 3-4 note, whatever in this segment that's supposed to just rattle off and sound. I'm like, oh, it should be beautiful. It sounds so bad. It sounds like a recycling truck dumping cans in there. So I don't know. So I took it in and they're like, dude, this whole thing's broken. It's 200 years old. Like, I don't know. Like, what do you? So bless his heart, he goes to local pawn shops and finds decent electronic keyboards that sound like pianos, and he buys them and he loans them to his students. He's got anywhere from 4 to like 9 out on loan. And he says, as long as you're taking lessons from me, you just practice at home on these. And if we ever part ways of lessons, you just give it back. There's
no excuse not to practice. He literally gave you the instruments.
I am so screwed now because I have a very good keyboard. It sounds great. I brought it home. I practiced more. He gave it to me yesterday or day before yesterday after a lesson. He literally, my lesson was done. He ran to a pawn shop, found one, called me and says, come pick it up now so you can practice. I ran over there to get it. And my wife and I are sharing a car. I got it, plugged it in. And I practiced more at home the day after my lesson than I had in like a month, because it sounded proper when I hit the proper key. And when I messed up, I went, oh, that's terrible.
So I have an idea. And
it's right behind.
Send me a picture of the back of the keyboard, the connections. Okay. I will send you the cable that's needed to connect it to the Roadcaster so that you can practice.
No. We're okay.
We can do a live stream where you can play this song. It's worth the copyright strike. I will do this for you, Thomas. It would be great. Oh, and he's gone. And with that. Oh, just kidding.
No, it's I love the audience, not torturing them for that. The pickle roulette.
You know, we could make it happen. Oh, is it? It's time. Okay,
yeah.
Here we go.
Please be something on pickle. My whole bag is pickle. Are you kidding me?
No, mine's good.
Oh my gosh.
Mine's all apple.
Mine's all pickles. Oh, it's so gross. I'm okay. I'm done delicious with this. I'm done.
Nope. One for each story. Every story you have to take
fair,
another one.
But I'm doing from this bag now. That bag is all pickles. I'm convinced. In fact, watch. Straight out of this bag right now. By the way, if this is Pickle, I'm going to bed.
You finally found an apple?
Nothing but Pickle. Are you kidding me?
Maybe when they say roulette, your bag will have one of these 4 flavors in it.
Mine are all pickles, and they're gummy pickles. It's gross.
I was hoping to get maybe a watermelon or a lemon lime.
No, I feel so bad for you.
But they didn't. It's more apple. So,
All I've got left are these that I'm willing to open and try, but now I know what they are. They're just going to be pickle strings. That's all they
Yeah.
are.
yeah.
I got the worst. I got booby trapped from, you know what? I purchased this 3-pack from the link Amber sent.
Oh, Amber. I'll pay you later.
Sabotage. It was an all pickle pack, I bet. She sent me. That's what happened.
I don't think you can get a refund once you've opened them.
No, I'm not worried about the refund. It'll be the revenge that comes from this purchase of nothing but
Mine has little 4 check boxes on the back. It's got the apple, lemon, lime, watermelon, and pickle, and mine has the apple checked. Huh.
So Roy says Russian roulette. Roy, it's supposed to be you get pickle or apple or watermelon, depending on what you pull out of the pack. They're all green. They all look the same. So far, I've pulled nothing but sour pickle flavored candy out of all my
Joyce is saying, send me the link. I want to try them. Amber, do you have a link for these? I could probably find one.
Yeah, Amber, send the sabotage link.
Yes. No, I'll send you the good one. These apple ones are delicious.
Amber says, no. Amber did not send you a link. Amber said, oh, true. She just sent a screenshot. And I'm getting called out. Yes, Melissa says, Thomas, it's because you're late. That's fair. Yep.
It's like karma.
Roy makes a good point. Well, no cramps. I'm not cramping over here. But although Roy is accurate, Roy, I have to either bicycle, walk, exercise of some sort to promote cramping, and I don't do any of which, so I'm safe. So I could dodge the pickle candy. At Kemp's Thomas Burns.
I
a
found
pack
them.
of purely pickle punch.
I've got the link here. Just one second. I'll share it with people. If you want to put yourself through the same torture in Thomas's case or bliss that I am experiencing, we'll get you a link right here.
I'm going to save this pack of the punch straws for after a few stories, and I'll see if I get pickled with these as well. Or if I finally get a apple or lemon lime or watermelon.
That's the link. It is an affiliate link. I feel bad. I would probably make a couple pennies off you eating yucky food, but just have to tell you it is an affiliate link. By law, Kaylee, they make me do it.
Disclosures. Full on.
It's the lawyers that take all the fun out of everything. So anyway, those were delicious. Hey, daughter's in here. Would you like to try candy?
Here, give her one of mine. They're great.
Said yes. You said yes. Don't look at it. Just eat.
No, don't let her.
Yeah, she's not going to do it on camera. Go ahead.
We can hear. Quiet, everybody.
Oh, she's making a face. She doesn't like it. She stopped chewing. She says it's sour. I'm sorry. None of mine have been. Mine were yummy.
Keep chewing.
She's gone. Oh, yeah. Go do that in the kitchen. I'm sorry. I'm in trouble. She was willing. She did it. I did not force her in any way.
I was late, but I didn't give my daughter poison.
One man's poison. Funny thing about the kazoo story, before we get completely away from that, I know we've sort of veered away. Each contestant has to pay $5 to participate.
Who's organizing this record?
The $5 goes to purchase the musical instrument, and the surplus, because you won't need $5 to purchase the kazoo, is going to be donated to a good cause.
It was 5,991 or so, right?
Amber's on the phone again. Amber, how's it going? You want to give the kids? You want all the other kids to? Oh, I see. She's had a drink. She's rinsed out her mouth, and now she wants all the other kids to try one as well.
Sabotage. She's like Amber. I get it.
Okay, you have to bring them back.
That's a
Don't tell 'em what they are.
$30,000 fundraiser for kazoos.
It's pretty good. Pretty good. I imagine of the $30,000, let's see, 5,000 kazoos. At least 100 of it is going to go to kazoos.
Do you just give your kid the roulette
she's going to go
pickle
give.
thing?
She's going to go do all her siblings. She's like, "Hey, do you want a candy?" And
You're a monster. I can't believe you did.
who am I to withhold candy from my kids? I'm like father of the year here.
I won't give this thing to one of my dogs and say go share it. That's terrible. Is it
The funny
three
thing is
for
she
three
had
or
the
4 for
pickle
4
one.
on pickles, and she
She-
liked it.
No, she hated it, and she nearly spat it out in my studio and had to run to the kitchen.
Shocker.
But now, thinking that everyone else will have the same experience she did, she's going to share it with her siblings. So,
But they're gonna get like an apple and a watermelon, and they're gonna love it and be like, "Give me more!" And they're gonna have your luck, and they're gonna get another apple and another watermelon, and then she's gonna be like,
and then
what's
there
the
will be
ca-
none left for me to taste, and I
And
won't
then
have any sour pickle, and it's going to be great. It's going to work.
"This is
Green-eyed cat, thank you. I'll
This is-
save the nickel.
baloney."
This is why we have siblings. Anyway, that's a lot of kazoos. Georgia, maybe avoid the city in Georgia. Let's see, where are they going to do it? It's going to be the International Cherry Blossom Festival at the Atrium Health Amphitheater in Macon, Georgia. So I'm not going there this year. But
Fair enough. Hey, big shout out to Court TV in the house watching.
Court
tonight.
TV, welcome. Good to have you here. Thank you so much.
Court TV, test your luck. You can't see because the green screen, but the Sour Punch Pickle Bites roulette. Some are pickles, some are not. Mine apparently are all pickle. Scott's are not.
Mine were good.
It's just a
Mine were
luck.
good.
So, but thanks for being here. Appreciate it. I know it's not the normal show you're used to when you watch a Recovery Addict, but this is the not relevant podcast.
This is our break from the regular murders that we talk about day in and day out. So
Yeah, this is the abnormal murders, the Sour Punch Pickle roulette, because someone's going to die after this show. Like
probably
all
the maker,
pickles.
the maker of those bags.
Yes.
Man, so we talked about the Van Gogh that changed from $50 to $15 million, which seriously, how Van Gogh is like the one to find. I mean, think of who else it could be, like a Michelangelo, a Rembrandt, a Van Gogh. Can you name any other great artists from the time, like Picasso, but that's more modern?
I was gonna say Picasso, but that's where it stops. No, because I always go into music.
And then you're like, and Tchaikovsky, Beethoven.
No, so my piano lessons are every day.
These are good.
Everyone's getting the good ones. I'm screwed. I got poisoned. Yep. So my piano lessons are every Tuesday at 11. And so, you know what I said to my wife when I'm getting ready to head out the door?
What's that?
It's right up my alley in what chat should know. If chat knows me and knows my contacts and my humor, they will know exactly what I say every time I leave the house for my piano lessons. I'll be back. I do it every Tuesday. I haven't stopped.
Amanda, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I don't know how you put up with it.
Say I'll be back every time. I'll be back every time. And she just goes, it's a fun. I love it. It's perfect.
Yeah.
So
Amanda must have the patience of a saint.
More so. I think a saint would have egged
and you're
me
testing
right
it
now.
every single day.
I'm trying to 100%.
Oh, since we talked a little bit about court cases, I think we should probably mention a case that has still not been cracked. That is,
they're scrambling.
Yes, they're all over the place, trying to, to fold this all the evidence together into one nice
just
legal
omelet.
Legal omelet. I don't know how to do.
We're so bad. We're so bad.
Oh, I'll let you run with that one. That was a bad lead in. So You deserve
100,000 eggs stolen from a trailer. The cops are scrambling to crack the case of where have these eggs gone. They haven't found anyone. It's a who's done it. They don't know. They literally don't know. This is in Pennsylvania. A tractor trailer, 100,000 eggs yanked. They don't know. It's gone.
I would follow the guy who's giving away free omelets. I mean, that's the dude. Right now, eggs are what, $6-7 a dozen. Whoever is not charging the 50-cent surplus on the eggs, they're the culprit. They're the ones who took them.
100%.
Because you've got to move these. I mean, what are you going to do with eggs? You've got to move them quick, right? And 100,000 eggs, unless you're setting the world record for the world's largest omelet, you've got to sell them somewhere. They're going to be a guy on Facebook who's like, hey, free range eggs. All you want, $5 a dozen. It's him. It's him.
Totally. Oh, Kimber's, I missed it. She's right. Not yanked, but yoked. I should have said yoked from a trailer, not yanked. Dang it. I missed the point. I could have had
There were more puns out there.
We
left a pun on the table.
Kimber's, you nailed it. But
Breakfast table.
It's with the bird flu, there's some millions of eggs or millions of birds are being put down, and that's, won't get into much, but the price of eggs blowing up and all that. But 100,000 eggs from a tractor trailer yanked. They're looking for surveillance, witnesses, anything. They're trying to canvass the area.
Gently yanked. I mean, we know the eggs are
yoked.
Fragile. They're fragile. They're yoked. They're fragile. You can't just this isn't like attach a chain to the pallet and drop it off the back of the truck while it's driving. This is like careful. I mean, I have a hard time getting a dozen eggs from the store to my house without cracking a couple of them.
Yeah, I break at least one every time on the way home.
And that's why I know it's my fault because I opened the pack beforehand and checked to make sure none of them are broken. Because I don't want to be blamed for the carelessness of somebody else, but it just ends up being my own fault when they arrive home. But
I check them too, and when I get home, I check to see that I broke one or two.
Which one it is, and if I can get it out without like making a mess in the refrigerator.
100%.
Sometimes you end up with something less than what you expected.
Yeah.
Broken eggs. Nobody wants broken eggs when they unpack their groceries.
100,000 eggs.
You mentioned your wife likes to buy stuff online, and we're not going to get into the fact that you
say it for the folks in the back.
Yeah. I hear the Amazon truck outside your house right now. We're not going to get into the postal service is not delivering packages from China, because basically Temu froze delivery, but that's not where the story's going. It's not. There's a story there, but that's not for tonight. Sometimes you order something and you get something different than what you expected. I had this experience years ago. I decided to buy some video editing software, and this was from Apple, and I was buying Final Cut Pro. And to give you an idea, Final Cut Pro at the time was selling for $1,200 new. Okay. This was probably the most expensive software I've ever purchased in my life. And so I'm thinking I can either buy it new from Apple, or I can buy someone else's used one on eBay.
Yeah.
And I'm like, eBay it is, because I can save a ton of money. As a matter of fact, I saved $1,000 and only paid $200 because someone else didn't want Final Cut Pro anymore, and they were going to sell it the entire set, the entire suite, with the box, everything. And I paid for this, and it arrived in a Ziploc baggie with burned CDs and a torn piece of paper with a CD key on it. Like, this is pirated software. Okay, I cannot. I got had on that one because the pictures, they literally used it. Mm-hmm. I learned my lesson. I ended up actually buying it from Apple, and ended up being got from them as well, because 2 months later, they
free.
No. They opened up. They went to iMovie. They got rid of the Final Cut Pro, opened up iMovie, and made my computer processor no longer work with Final Cut Pro.
Obsolete.
I updated my firmware on my computer, my operating system, and now suddenly it just didn't work where it did work before. It was now a hardware incompatibility. So I had to buy it from them again. So I guess I got had twice, once from the manufacturer and once from the pirate. So good on you, pirate. I think Apple deserved it on that one. But anyway, there's another man who got had in the story. Do you want to go with this one as well?
Yeah,
I'm not a tool guy. I'm not.
So, well, the chat's gonna crazy. I'm a big tool guy. Yeah, you're a tool. Everyone just have fun with that in chat. But yes, I love tools. Especially with my job change has allowed me to do a whole bunch of new stuff. I've been working in the garage, so I've been.
You froze in your I'll be back position. Oh no, you're back.
There,
You're
it's back. Okay. So I've been doing a whole lot of DIY stuff as of late, which has been awesome because my wife is happy because the DIY stuff I've been doing is stuff that was on the list about 2 years ago. So now I'm checking them off. So she's asking about but this one I love it. And I've actually ordered from this place, AliExpress. It's almost like, so I used to say Temu as well. I hear the ads, they call it Temu.
They're saying it wrong.
We're saying it wrong.
They're saying it wrong.
No,
they're saying it wrong. I never mispronounce anything.
Actually,
Names,
they're
locations,
saying it wrong. We are saying it wrong.
court terminology.
Temu, yes, Temu. It's Temu.
For those of you who don't order products, import products, here's how it breaks down.
For those of you that
Wish
are responsible,
yes, Wish and Temu, you can order products and they are delivered from
AliExpress.
They're from AliExpress. AliExpress sells to Wish and Temu. If you want to buy a small quantity of something that AliExpress has, you go through AliExpress. If you want to buy a large quantity for importing to sell on Temu and Wish, you buy from Alibaba.
Yes.
So Alibaba is the big importer that then resells it on Amazon, Temu, and Wish, and AliExpress sells individual to direct, but everything comes from China. That's the moral of the story. Everything is coming from China.
100%. That's how people do their drop ship stores and all that whatnot. I did it for a little bit to try to quote make some money in a side job, and it was a headache for me at that time. But that's where it all comes from. It's your cell phone cases, your keychains, your one-off new T-shirts, whatever it is. Anyways, shopper AliExpress was like, cool. There's a new power tool, new drill. He's like, I'm gonna get it.
I need one of those.
Pretty much like a Ryobi, same color scheme. So most of your electric power tools are from the same factory, same plant. They're just branded in different colors. They come from the same place, just different colors, different branding, whatever. And they're sold. Hart from Walmart is just like Ryobi, et cetera, et cetera. They're all the same. So this guy did the same thing. Cool. He needed a power tool, hand drill. Came with 2 batteries, 2 battery chargers, and like an 18 set drill bit piece or something. $40.
That's a deal.
That's a deal and a half. And most times you'd go, that's a little cheap to beat. But when you're
red flag.
But when you're like,
cheap,
I'm online. I know this is a Chinese brand. It's probably legit. So I know it's cheap. But so he did it, and he got it. It was awesome. And so he opened the package, and they shipped him a picture of the drill and the 2 batteries and the chargers and the bits. He got for $40. He got the picture.
He got a full color printout of the products he should have gotten.
And there's a picture of him holding the picture of everything he ordered is what he got in the mail. He did not get the tool.
He should cut it out and try to use it. That would be.
Therefore,
he did get one screwdriver attachment. So basically, he says, I got a picture of the tool and a screw. He got screwed as well, I guess, is the moral.
He became the tool.
Yes.
As he said there to it. It's a picture of the tools.
You get what you pay for, I think, is what we need to learn from this.
Adam, he doesn't always have something impactful to say, but he did in this case. And it says, to be fair, it was a high quality printout. It really was.
It was beautiful.
The printout was very high quality.
Glossy, even full color. Looked neat. It was almost like a brochure quality. But
it was for $40.
So. You know the guy at the factory was like, what did he order? Okay. Yeah, see, he ordered. He's looking at the order. He's like, he's looking at the picture of the stuff he's supposed to put in there. He's like, oh, I've got one of those pictures right over here. Here you go, and a bonus screw with it. So,
all right, I'm gonna hope to dodge.
Okay, I'll do one as well.
I'm going to punch straw And yeah, I guess you
Use
guys
straws
can't
the whole
see because
time.
the camera. They're all green. They're not brown. Oh, they look terrible on
They
camera.
look like
They're all
cinnamon
green.
sticks.
They're all.
They're the color of mine.
It won't show. Yeah, exactly. There's a color Scott. So we're onto the straws.
Got a
I'm
more
trying
narrow green screen
to
filter.
dodge pickle flavor.
Watermelon. Watermelon right off the bat. Oh, that's good. That's a.
I got pickle.
This is really good,
dude. This is bullshit. Everything I've eaten has been. Keep the music on.
What's wrong, Thomas?
Now it's all on my keyboard, my new computer. I'm pissed. This one, multiple taste pickle. Open a new one, pickle. Just go through this pickle. It's supposed to have a chance of apple, lemon lime. I don't know anything but pickle. Everything so far has been pickle. This is a family show, but this is bullshit.
I think we're past the 10-minute mark. I don't think we're going to be doxxed for that one.
Yes, Kaylee. So salty. I paid for this, got it shipped here, was excited for this thing, and I've got nothing but pickle.
I feel for you, Thomas.
No, you don't. You love every bit of this. You don't feel 1 ounce.
I didn't say I feel bad for you. I just said I feel for you.
Fair.
I've been on that side. I know how it goes.
Perhaps you haven't.
But not with this.
We've never done roulette on the show. You've tasted something
roulette.
You knew had a chance of being suspect.
It was terrible.
I've multiple tastings from multiple packages have all been the same terrible taste. Are these all
it gets stuck in your teeth.
I got one right here.
It won't leave. So the flavor just lingers. Mine's watermelon, so it's like yum.
Lime. Oh, it's clear. There's actually cucumber lime in there. I'm so bitter. This has happened.
Maybe you should put the Ed Sheeran song on hold and learn this one. because your life isn't going really good.
It'd be fun to actually play this song live when you're doing a show, actually.
Oh, that would be awesome. I'll send you a cable for your keyboard so you can do that. Oh, man.
Pickle has spoken.
There we go.
Oh, Thomas tastes buds of frozen pickle. I got to try another one. There's no way. Is that part of the joke? Is the whole thing? Are you lying to me when you say you got?
Mine are good. That was watermelon. That was like a Starburst flavor level. You know how much flavor there is in the Starburst?
What if the roulette is per package? Like this is all pickle. You keep getting.
I would not be disappointed for you, but that was watermelon. I've had two flavors, and my kids seem to have gotten the pickle ones.
Oh, so you've had a pickle and an apple in your package.
The kids ate the ones that with the sour face. I've only had apple and watermelon.
Okay. Oh, I'm wondering, like, is this whole thing pickle? Like the roulette is.
There's only one way to find out. You've got to eat every one of them.
I'm gonna try another one.
Okay.
If this, I'm telling you right now, if this is pickle, the rest of the show is up to you. I'm gone. I'm done. If this is pickle.
It's not. I can tell. It's good.
Lemon lime, which is the second worst flavor in all of the whole world of candy ever.
But
right behind pickle, but it's not pickle. I graduated from pickle to lemon lime. Oh my gosh, cleanse the palate with a terrible, terrible flavor, but I'll do it.
The next one's probably better as well.
I'm not doing it. That was a win.
The roulette is over.
It's all going in the bin. I'm done. I finally found out they made one outside of pickle.
Melissa says, that's it. I'm sending Thomas Harry Potter jelly. Those are just nasty. I mean, the idea that somebody is out there and they designed that flavor, you know, like I don't even want to say them. They're disgusting. But someone was like, not quite it. We need to add a little bit more acid to this one. Yuck. It was the taste tester who's like, well, let's compare it to the original.
Have you ever tried half dozen Sour Patch pickle gummies before? This is pretty bad too.
I've tried a few, but they were all good. Speaking of, well, since you've talked about something yucky, we can talk about one yucky thing on the show. But this is not a smelly thing because it was yucky a very, very long time ago. Like millions of years.
Like 66 million years ago.
Yeah.
It
was gross. It was gross. It was gross.
Pickle bites that look like vomit all over my desk.
Speaking of vomit, here's a story. This one is out of Denmark. Something reeks in Denmark, or it did 15 or 60 million years ago. They have found. Oh, I just closed the link, so I don't have it here. Okay, that was it.
I can continue for you. Got it.
Sorry, it took a second to get back there. They have found on the county's cliffs in Stevens, I think it's like Stevens, a discovery of old shark vomit, fossilized shark vomit. Prehistoric patch of puke is how it's described. It sat there long enough to turn into a rock, turn into a fossil, and it just was languishing there until it was discovered last November by an amateur, probably because there was nothing at the local garage sale. He went checking on the beach, and sure enough, he found the shark vomit.
Van Gogh.
This is from the Cretaceous period. So if you know your history and going back and through the the layers of the earth and when it was formed and all that, Cretaceous period, when a shark probably didn't like its meal of sea lilies and did its thing, washed up, and it's been laying there ever since. It was probably exactly like
pickle candy.
The hilarious part is that the Denmark views this as a national treasure. And I don't know if Denmark is just low on national treasures, but last time I watched Nicolas Cage in his movie, national treasures seem to have something of more monetary value than vomit. Than part shark spit up.
Charcuterie. different board.
It's old, but it's not the oldest there is. Denmark has not beat Germany. Germany claims to have some petrified puke that is 150 million years old.
Sea lilies aren't that great to eat because they're almost only skeletal, Dr. Jesper says, compared with blah, 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 blah. There's a lot behind it.
That's why you can tell what it was. It's
so they took what they could and evacuated the rest is why. Okay.
The spew sample has been classified by Denmark as an object of exceptional natural historical value and is not for sale. Like, I knew you were going to ask. It is not for sale. You will not see this on eBay anytime soon. It's the most famous piece of puke in the world.
I found the best line to the whole article. I missed this the first go around. Ready?
Yeah.
The putrid portal to the past was uncovered by local hunter Peter. That's
Peter's putrid portal to the past.
That's it. Oh. It's real. It's factual. It's not fake. That's awesome. But it's disgusting. But it's a real thing. That's actually, I like stuff like that. We actually talked about we had Officer Brian on the show, and we had cheese that was like 1,000 years old, like stuff like that. Now this vomit and all this that's so gross in my stomach is actually because of the stupid pickle candy. I don't love it, but the fact that we can date stuff is so neat to me. I mean, like I would walk across that if it was on my sidewalk and I'd like kick it off into the curb and like broom it away and shoot. But like people that can actually go discover and say, well, it looks like that's so cool. I think that's so neat. And they know where it came from and why. And Surely the vomits pickled candy. So like, yeah, this poor.
I need to find one of those people that can date stuff, because I've got a buddy, and I think I've shared some of this before, and this is not a joke. I've got a buddy who was digging in the hillside in California and found an old clay tablet with this weird writing on it as a kid. And it sat in his dad's safe for his whole life. His dad passed away. He found it in the safe again. I've held it. It's old. It's old. And I even went so far just this week. I was using AI to try to translate it. I'm trying to cipher, code break it, and see if there's anything. It's not cuneiform. It's not English. It's weird stuff. But I need somebody to date it, because on the side of this little clay tablet, it looks like it was formed in a mold, like a wooden mold. There is like a piece of organic material, like a stick or something, embedded in the clay.
Came from the mold of some sort.
They've got to be able to date that.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't have it with me. It belongs to my friends. I was going to buy it, but I didn't have the money at the time to buy it from him. But I think it's down in Georgia right now. So I'll have to go to Georgia. Oh crap, Josh! I'll have to go to Georgia and stop there.
See, Josh. Adam says, if I want to date stuff, I use a Rumble. That's what Nutsky says.
Swipe left. Two more stories, and I want to touch on both of them. I know we're over the hour mark, so hopefully I'm not keeping you from your sleep or something else, Thomas.
No,
you've got cars.
I feel like we just got started. I don't even.
Yeah.
Okay, tell you what.
Yeah, you can do it. One more. I'll do it as well.
I don't know why you would. You're winning.
I got the lemon lime.
Lemon lime again.
Yep. I'll do a second. I'll mix lemon lime with something else.
All right. I'll do a second. Fresh straw.
Watermelon.
Oh, that's what I want.
You have to eat the whole thing. That is
apple.
Good.
I got apple. The straws have been good to me.
Those are nice.
The straws have been great.
My son wants another one as well. These are
I'm going to do another straw. See if I'm this lucky, or the fact that it's a hoax and there's actually no pickle in certain packages. That's what I'm convinced of.
He gave me the thumbs up. Must be good. Okay, two more stories. We've got to sort of talk quick.
Apple.
Good. You must have eaten all the pickle ones up front. You're probably safe to eat the whole package of everything.
The straws are legit. The stupid bite things suck. Throw those in the dumpster. Both packages.
It's too bad you don't work in like an office environment. You could like set out a candy bowl on your desk and just put those on there for those people who steal candy without asking.
I have friends that do, and I will take them to their office in the morning.
All right. Sounds like a deal. An Englishman who had his luxury SUV stolen from his driveway is quite upset right now, because he bought the SUV on the promise from the dealership that it was unstealable. It was an unstealable SUV. It's impossible. Nobody will be able to take it. As a matter of fact, he was so worried about it. I'm not sure if he had a theft before in the past. He asked about the new upgraded package that gives you one more layer of theft protection. And the dealership says you don't need it because no one's going to be stealing this.
It's unstealable.
It's unstealable. The technology is that good. Well, it took thieves about 15 minutes to figure out how to defeat that. Less than a week after he bought it, it was driven off his driveway. The thieves were so confident they were dropped off in a car, and the car left them. Like, we know it's going to work. Hop in your new ride.
Get that one. See you in a minute.
3 guys dropped off. One was the lookout. 2 people did the work. They got in the car, they started it, and they drove it off. And the man goes back to the dealership. And the dealership is not ponying up. They're like, sorry, auto theft is a risk every car owner faces. It could happen to you.
We told you it was unstealable and sold it to you because it was unstealable. It got stolen. Not our fault.
$227,000 car.
$250,000 Range Rover.
The Range Rover SUV. So if you're around Coventry and you see a really nice Range Rover with maybe a couple scratches near the keyhole on the door, okay, make a quick phone call because this man is out $250,000. The Jaguar Land Rover security upgrade that he did not that was included in it obviously did not function to the same level that the dealership promised him it would. But 60 hours, that's got to be a new record. Maybe they'll change their advertisement at the factory.
Yeah, most people says, but you said it was unstealable. That's what the dealership told the buyer. Less than 60 hours later, it got stolen. Because what makes the story headline a little bit more, especially in this given area, luxury vehicles have been a real hot ticket in the particular area where this was stolen. They're just getting yanked, getting stolen. So people are putting them behind gates and locking them if they don't have garages, what have you, right? So that was part of the reason of this purchase, because luxury vehicles have been getting stolen so often. And so this one was advertised to be, you can't steal this one. It's going to be safer. And so, bam, stolen. So that's what makes the story a little bit more like, dang it.
Yeah. He paid, for those who want the conversion, he paid 183,000 quid or pounds for it, which is a hot chunk of change for a new car. I would expect it to last longer than a week with that much money invested. I would like the car. I'd like to use the car for at least a year, possibly 10.
Before it gets stolen.
For $250,000.
Yes.
Oh, bummer. I hope he gets made whole there. So,
Roy, great point. The car salesman lied. Unbelievable. The car salesman lied.
Who would have thunk? Who would have thunk? It's more than one. Yes, more than most of our homes. It's a big chunk of change.
It's true.
But it's a nice car, apparently. Somebody out there is really enjoying it. All right, last story, because Thomas is eating. That one's Pickle. I think it's Pickle. No?
I muted because Red Pen yelled at you and I. Our last one said, mute your mic, dang it, because we were sampling it.
Oh, I thought that was part of the experience I was supposed to share with you. I've been chewing with my mouth open intentionally.
Same.
To help you appreciate.
Same here.
Experience. I normally don't.
I did that for Red. I won't do it anymore. That just one time was for Red Pen. That was Apple. That was amazing.
The apple was good. The apple's really good.
Apple's great. And it looks like green apple.
Yeah, it tastes like a sort of, it's got that little bit of sour, like a Granny Smith, maybe.
Oh my gosh. There's sugar particles all over my computer.
They're probably on your mic too. You want to spray that as well.
Headphone users.
Last story. Kid gets revenge. Do you want to do this one?
I love this one, actually. This one, well, I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest, but it's cool. So everyone can relate, right? We've all grown up, not all of us. One of us in the show is still yet to do so, but
we won't say who.
Yeah, but growing up, right? You've got rules, you've got chores, what have you, and the parents, mom or dad or whoever you even were raised by, some by grandparents, whatnot. But it's homework time. No one likes homework, and you're not doing your homework, and you get, get the homework, get the consequence to not doing your homework. Get it done, knock it out. Let's go. Come on.
Or else, Red Pen.
Or else.
Not else. Else. Or else. Thomas missed that English lesson class. Mrs. R.A., come try one on camera. Please. Come down and try one. They're really good.
So everyone else is growing up watching the show, minus the host. Anyways, you get pressured and pressed for not doing your homework, and you don't do it, you skip out, and then you get reprimanded. So this 10-year-old lad he's sick and tired. This is out in China. Dad's on him doing the homework. So he's so fed up from dad pressing him over this homework. He walks out the house, walks a few blocks down the road to the police station and says, "Hello." And the police, "What can we do for you, young man?" "My dad has drugs in the house." He sells out his dad. No, the drug is something, it's concealing poppy shells, which they're illegal drug.
Opium. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're like, "Really?" He goes, "Yep. My dad has drugs in the house. I just wanted y'all to know." And so he goes home. So the police show up and they knock on the door and say, "We have a reasonable suspicion, sir." And they find
who told us, but
they find said drugs in the house. Dad gets busted big time. So if you want to get on your kids, don't overlook the fact that they know your dirty laundry.
Oh man,
when you get on your kids,
they'll turn you in. Well, who won? I think the kid still has to do homework though. It's a short-sighted. He won the victory but lost the war, right? Is that how it goes?
Yeah. So the end of the article says, you're probably wondering, what happened to the 10-year boy, but it said the media has not disclosed what came of the aftermath. So I don't know. It's I think it's awesome, but like I don't know, I'm trying to like put that scenario into our house, but I can't like tie one on like what my daughter would throw me under the bus for. I don't have drugs. We don't do anything like that, so I can't. But
I get thrown under the bus when I accuse somebody of bad driving. They're like, "Didn't you run a red light on a live stream once?" They did that to me today.
Okay, yeah.
I run one red light. Well, I've run like 3 red lights that I know of in my life.
But one was on live camera.
One of them, it was just late at night and I was tired. I probably shouldn't have been driving. One was I was distracted. It was actually on my last trip out west. Oops. So I know the statute of limitations has expired on that. I won't say the state. And then there was one that wasn't on the live stream, and I just can't live it down. So that's where we're at. Oh, that's verdict music. That's the wrong one.
Should be the same.
Guilty as charged. Oh man. Good times. I needed this break. This has been a fun break. It doesn't even smell like pickles. I will eat a handful of these. I bet every single one of them is good. Look at this. Watch this. This is how good it is. Before I do this, let me just tell you, please join us tomorrow. We're going to continue the trial coverage of Megan Boswell as she's charged with the murder of her child. It's a terrible trial. It's a terrible trial. I think it's important to watch. I appreciate everyone who's just been amazing in chat, supporting each other as we get through this, and see this through for justice for Evelyn. But I realize there's some of you who it's not the right trial for you, and I understand. I respect that. Hopefully, you can join us again after this trial's over. But I'm gonna pop these yummy, tasty treats in my mouth and call it a night. And I'll see you in the morning, Thomas.
I finished with Pickle. Thank you all so much for joining us. Here's that, our shenanigans, and everything that's not relevant.
It's like a fruit cornucopia. There's no pickle in there.
Scott gets all the love. Have a good night, everyone.
We'll see you guys.